Hey there, TigerShark here again with Okano. For this week I found a game called Dream Hills. It was made by a team of 8 students. I was actually surprised to find that it came with a manual PDF. I feel like I haven't seen a game manual in years. Anyway, I'll read the description from the manual. Timmy is a coward and insecure kid that moves to a new village called Dream Hills. When he arrives, he realizes the village is controlled by a crew of bullies. One of these bullies tries to take Timmy's teddy bear, Teddy, which is the kid's inseparable friend. During the struggle, the bully rips Teddy's ear and runs away. Despite his fears, Timmy feels he has to do something and begins the search of the lost ear. This adventure will lead Timmy to get enough courage to face the bully's leader, a big boy that nobody dares to confront. So the first thought I had, where are the adults? You can travel through the whole town and not see a single adult while all the kids are attacking you. Also, there are no girls. That's not a criticism, it's just where my mind went when I was playing the game. My headcanon is that these are children, so adults are just kind of there as a source of shelter and food, and they're not really important people, so in the kids' minds, there are no adults. And also, these boys are too young to care about girls yet. Or something, I don't know. Anyway, you play as Timmy and you're trying to get your Teddy's ear back. You're armed with a slingshot, and there are several different kinds of projectiles you can get. You pick up items like glue, toy soldiers, and Lego pieces. Then you can craft them into different projectile types like gum and firecrackers. I didn't find all the recipes until I finished the game and got into the free play section. I made sure I explored to find the last one. I actually really liked the art style and the music. The gameplay was just okay, nothing particularly special. There were a couple parts that put a spin on it, like one section you have to carry a fragile box, and if you get hit you have to start over.
Nice!
Then another part you have to race a remote control car and beat the time to proceed. For the most part it's just exploring and shooting kids with your slingshot. You can interact with the environment to some degree as well, shooting fire hydrants and lawnmowers with your slingshot to make them move or explode. You can use these as hazards for the attacking kids. There were probably other things I missed too. I liked that Timmy would sometimes speak up when he took down a kid, saying things like he hoped he was okay or he was having fun but it felt wrong. It gives you a bit of an insight into Timmy's personality. The game isn't hard, the only time I died was when I discovered that Timmy apparently can't swim. There were only a couple critiques I had. One was the lack of a stamina bar. It's not a big deal, but Timmy would run out of stamina when sprinting and it would recharge over time, but there's no indicator for how much stamina you have. And then the mechanics for driving the RC car were pretty terrible. It felt clunky and slow. It just made that part feel more like a chore than a fun time. But it wasn't challenging either. I crashed and spun out and struggled to drive it, but I still beat the time limit easily. I did it twice just to see if it was a fluke and had the same experience again. It wasn't the worst I've seen, but definitely could have been better. One more thought on the gameplay. I think it could have been expanded more. Giving Timmy the ability to climb fences would have been nice. The jump was mostly useless. I felt like the game was begging for a parkour chase sequence. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. This was a student project, so I won't go crazy on the critiques or ideas that I had. I liked the ammo crafting and I liked the art style. Oh yeah, I haven't mentioned the voice acting yet. I think it was pretty good. Not perfect, but again, it was a student project. Overall, I liked it, though it could have used a little more difficulty, particularly on the final boss fight. Anyway, check it out with the link in the description. That's all for this one, and as always, I hope you have a spectacular day.
Alright! Calm down. I'll let you go.
I have other channels and projects that I would love for you to check out. I have a second channel called Drawing with TigerShark, where I illustrate movies I haven't seen based on the Wikipedia description. I have an EP on Spotify called 5,555 Miles as my one-man band called Power Mouse. And finally, I have a clothing brand called Studio Duck Apparel featuring original artwork that I create myself. The links to these things will all be in the description.